Hi everybody, I am going to make some bone broth here. So here I have my beef bones that I got with my meat delivery. And I'm just going to put it in my crock pot. I'm cleaning out my pantry, so my counter is a mess. I got my big organic order too, so I'm cleaning up my pantry, but I want to get some bone broth going in my slow cooker. So what I have here is I have my bones, and then I just bought a bottle of distilled water because I do have filtered water in my fridge, but I thought, well, instead of doing that, then I'm going to just use a bottle of distilled water. Then I have some just left over here. I have like some onion ends, and I put the skin in here, celery ends, some celery that, it wasn't the freshest. And then I just cut off some carrot ends here. I got a couple bay leaves in there. And then I'm just going to wrap this up in cheesecloth, put my water in here, put that in there. I'm going to put some cayenne pepper, just a little bit, maybe like a half a teaspoon. You can put that in, and some garlic. So let me put that in there. I'm going to let you know how it looks as soon as I do that. Be right back. Okay, so here I have how I make my bone broth. So I put the veggies, because they're kind of ends and skins and stuff, I put them in a little cheesecloth. Just tie it up, put some cayenne, some garlic. I did not put any salt in it. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper. I am debating whether to put a little turmeric in there as well because that's so healing. But right now I'm just going to turn it on and let it slow simmer all day. And I'm just going to leave this on for a good 24 to 48 hours, drinking it a cup a day, maybe even more. So that's how I'm making my bone broth. Have a great day and be blessed. Hi, welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. So today I am going to kind of go over again. The other day I was making some bone broth in my crock pot, and I was also in the middle of cleaning out my pantry. I'd gotten a big order of some organic stuff from Costco and Walmart. I had went over in another video how I can order some bulk stuff. I know I was looking at Azure to order some bulk stuff. Many of you use that. Great. I think it's a wonderful source. In the times that we're living in right now, I think if you're able to, it's a really good idea to stock up if you can, if you have the room, to stock up on some bulk organic products. I'm trying to go all organic. I think it's really important to heal from the inside out. If you're not able to do that or you're not there yet, that's okay too. I don't know if you could. So I just got a bunch of these glass containers. This is some split peas that didn't fit in there, so I'm gonna just make a split pea and ham soup. So yep, I did this. Some organic pasta, rices, things like that. Some of my green green powders, tomato powder that didn't fill up, so I can use those in my making my meals. So yeah, so that's what I did. So the other day when I was making my first batch of bone broth, which is right here, my counters were covered with all of my stuff that I was putting in my containers. So I wanted to go over it a little bit, and I was exhausted, and so I wasn't feeling good. I was fighting a migraine, and I don't think I got in everything, all the instructions into there. So what I did was I did show, so I'll take parts of that video and show how I wrap the little ends and the vegetables in the cheesecloth, tie it up and put it in the crock pot. I have some great beef bones that I got from the meat, from the farmer that shipped their meat off. If you're able to support your local farmer, that is awesome too. I've been getting some great, I'm fortunate to find a grass-fed farm. I asked some of my neighbors around here. We don't have any super close. So I found one is called Seven Sons, and they pack it in dry ice. They ship it. It comes in 48 hours to my house. So that's what I've been using until I find, even a farmer closer. And then there's a farm that's just right down the road here. They butcher chickens and pigs, but they don't butcher till September. But they had some chickens left, so I went and bought 3 chickens from them. So I have that now. So there's ways that you can kind of find out, and it sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, but if you figure out the price, you know, per pound or per unit, it equals, and the health benefits of it, to me, I think it's so much worth it. And then as far as these bones go, you can use these bones in your bone broth over and over and over again. And so that's kind of my point today. So I pulled out this bone broth that I had cooking. Some people do 24 hours. They think 12 to 24 hours is perfectly fine. And then I'm letting it cool. And then I'm going to put it back in the fridge in this glass bowl, cover it, let it cool, render the fat off. Then I put it in another little container, keep it in my fridge. You guys, use that fat too. It is very healthy. It's good for you. You can fry your eggs in it, fry your vegetables in it. Use it as you would any oils that you would buy from the store, because vegetable oil is not good for you. So this is how, save your, render off your fats from here. So that's another way. Save money, use it. It's better for you. It's delicious if you use it for your vegetables. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna render the fat off the top, and then because I'm making so much, I like to drink a cup of it in the morning, because bone broth is very good for you. It's good for your digestive health. I went over the, 75% or more of our immune system is dependent on our digestive health. So we definitely want to have a bone broth every day in some, whether you make soups out of it, whatever. I honestly like to just have a little cup of bone broth. You can put a little nutmeg in it. But I have a little, like tea. I like to have that. But anyway, so then I've got these. They have a little lip here. And then I have these. They have the little fruit leather ones. If you don't have these, or if you don't have a dehydrator, you can make little trays out of parchment paper. You can put them on a cookie sheet. You can do it in your oven, as long as your oven's, like between 150 and 180 degrees. I don't even think you need to crack your little door open anymore. I mean, I honestly don't believe that for the bone broth. Then I'm going to dehydrate it. Usually takes between 8 and 10 hours. I just, sometimes once if you get it real in the fridge, it can get like, like gelatinous. You know how it gets like the real thick gel. And then you can just kind of spread it real thin layer. And then you have like the bone broth powder. So you can use it as bouillon, or you can just take like a teaspoon and just put boiling water over it, have it like that. Or you can use it for soups. I'm going to make a bunch of it and store it, because then I can use it in my meals. I can use it in my soups. So that's what I'm doing with that. But I want to, when you dehydrate stuff, you don't want to use fats or oils. So I'm going to make sure I get that fat rendered off. So I will continue that, show you how that works. I will, when it cools and does that, I will continue that in this video. As far as the bone broth goes, so what I do is I take out all the juice. Then I just use the reason why you can use the bones is because there's so much marrow in there still. There's still so much meat on there. So I just have, honestly, I personally just kept my veggies in the cheesecloth. But sometimes I take the cheesecloth out, rinse it out, add fresh veggies in there. But I just threw an extra celery stick, an extra carrot, and a slice of onion in there. Then I threw a couple more peppercorns in there. I threw a little bit more apple cider vinegar. Some people use wine, apple cider vinegar, just a little something acidic, which pulls that gel, because you want that real jelly for the bone broth. Pulls that collagen out, which is what we want those the collagen to be pulled out for the benefits. So, and then I keep my crock pot on warm. Warm is about 180 degrees. If you don't have a warm setting on your crock pot, then if you only have low or high, you could keep it at low, test the temperature. If it's not 180, you could just keep the lid cracked a little bit. So for me, I think about 180, and I just cook it. I just like cook it 24 hours, if sometimes 48, just till I kind of get the flavor I like. You can add salt to it. It needs salt. It really does. But I add salt to mine personally each time. So yeah, that is how I've been doing it. So I did just want to do it now because I'm sorry, that video the other day, you guys, I was not feeling good. So I do want to show you how I do the bone broth. It's super important. I know you guys really wanted the information on that, and bone broth is super important to our health. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this back in the fridge, get the fat rendered off, put it on the trays. I honestly think what might be smart for me, because you know how graceful I am. I think I'm going to put the trays in my dehydrator, bring the bowl over here, and then scoop, I think about a cup on each of them, and then push them into the trays there. Because I think if I try to do it here and then carry them over to my dehydrator, I think I'm going to have more broth on the floor than I am in there. So that's just for me, what I'm going to do. And then when it dries, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you how I powder it up, put it in my jars, and we will have dehydrated bone broth. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. All right. So we will see you soon. Well, maybe not too soon, but on the video, we'll see you soon. Please share, click the bell if you want to be alerted when there's new videos, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Have a great day. Bye.